All right, we should be live. Good afternoon, everyone. I guess I didn't quite make the morning start time. It is Wednesday, January 22nd. 12:06 p.m. is the time. The temperature right now is minus 12 degrees Celsius with the wind chill. Apparently, it's closer to minus 22 or minus 23. Let me just make sure we've got the audio and everything.
Right, we should be live.
All right, that sounds good. I'm using another new setup on this one. But there I am, ready to go. Got my heated glove there. Glove for the left hand. Ooh, I guess I shouldn't have put these on the ground, eh? Also, I'm using a new gimbal, and it's got this like funky mirror on the back, so I can actually see what I'm looking at when I use the rear camera, which is pretty awesome. But let me get up and get going here. This gimbal also has a built-in tripod, which is neat. Can't say I'm looking forward to really get moving here, but I signed up to do this. Heated glove on. All right. We are at Leslie Station. Jeanette is here. G. Jackie Roxas, Carolyn, Jollykins, David McCory, Madano, Sheena, Karen on the Humber, Jellybean, Deborah. Pretty sure I saw Vivian in the chat as well. Clayton Crawford is here. We're up in North York, eh? That is Sheppard Avenue East down below. We're gonna head down there. IKEA is just over there. Apparently the subway has been down all morning on the other side of line 1. I think between Sheppard West. Oh wow, 20 memberships. Mike Larry. Are you kidding me, Mike Larry? Thank you so much. Holy shitballs. Thank you for the 20 memberships and welcome to membership to our 20 new members. Speaking of which, I need to edit that video for channel members. If the camera work is a little janky, that's because I'm getting used to a new gimbal. G. Jackie Roxas, $10 for a coffee and a donut. G. Jackie Roxas, thank you so much. Wow, you guys are spoiling me. As we make our way down to Sheppard, I'm gonna go west towards Yonge Street. Janice is back with a gifted membership. Thank you again, Mike. Thank you, G. Jackie Roxas as well. Oh, we hit 130,000 subscribers. Awesome sauce. 130,000 people. Imagine all of them in one room. That's enough to fill like that giant stadium in North Korea. But it was minus 15 this morning when I woke up. I had my heat off because I've been sleeping with my new electric blanket. And I was so nice and cozy in bed, and then the second I stepped out of bed, it was not pleasant. That is Leslie Street right over there. Clem Lowe's just smashed the like button. Thank you. This stream is brought to you not by anyone, but I'm using just Rogers and Bell. I couldn't connect my third phone. So hopefully the 4K 60 frames per second action holds up with just 2 providers instead of 3. Thank you, John Nicholson. Cactus Steve says, morning strides gang. I'm using just Rogers and Bell. Let me see one thing. So whoops, what did I do? 60 frames per second action. I just screwed something up. Deploying the emergency tripod. Hey, we're getting snow. Stay put. Ooh, this is some of the coldest weather I've ever streamed in. Vivian Johnson, thank you so much for your many, many months of membership, as well as, well, years and years of modding. Thank you. And thank you for being a part of that 130K subscriber count. Alright, I think I've got things sorted out here. When you're wearing gloves, it takes a lot longer just to get access to one of my phone touchscreens. But we are going west on Sheppard. West, heading towards Yonge Street. Lisa, $5, picked a good day for a walk, eh? Well, you know I did it to check out this artwork. But yes, we picked a very good day for a walk. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Am I okay with my face exposed? Yeah. As long as I'm not like walking directly into a biting wind or anything, it's fine. I'm monitoring my battery life. This new gimbal I bought lets me plug my phone into the gimbal directly, so I don't have a cable dangling on the phone. You'll notice sometimes when people are live streaming and they have to plug their phone in, the connection gets all wobbly and janky because they've got a cable weighing down their phone, throwing off the balance of the gimbal. Well, this one, that is not a problem. Then if I have to charge everything, I can just plug directly into the handle of the gimbal. So say goodbye to wobbly live streams, I guess. Not that you guys care about the tech aspects, but David Inc. says I'm a brave man for going outside today. Well, you know, January is kind of a slow month YouTube-wise. So I thought rather than bust my balls and put out a video every day and live stream on some of them, I'll just do a few more live stream only days. So here we are doing that again. And we've got over 400 viewers already, and the stream just started. Thank you so much, guys. We're about to walk alongside one of the biggest residential developments in the city, and I think the entire country for that matter. It's a big Concord Addicts development. Why Haas? $5. Cover me in greed because you planted the seed when you fed my ego. Needless and disease for old invincible. Me like some kind of hero. Interesting choice of words. Thank you, Why Haas. Thank you so much for the $5. If you have access to Beanfield, you can get yourself fiber optic internet, $60 a month. They are an awesome service. I know a few people downtown who are lucky enough to have them serve their building. If you live in a building where Rogers or Bell have an exclusive contract, well, sucks to be you. Vote out your condo board immediately because they're all idiots. This is Provost Drive. There's a Canadian Tire. If we were to wander in here, we'd be able to make our way to an IKEA. There's the McD's. Anne says, do you find the Canadian admin system way slower compared to South Korea? It depends on what. I found myself waiting in government offices in giant, inefficient lines in Seoul, just as I did here. I think government bureaucracy sucks everywhere you go. But overall, yeah, they're a little more efficient over there. By the BXL. Math Doctor. Soliata, Elizabeth. I don't know how long this stream is going to go. Going to Canadian Tire. We're going to keep it outside. That's the point of this stream. Just a little minus 22 with the wind chill action. Fortunately, I've got the battery-powered glove on the right hand. Did I know in Portugal you can get a beer with your Big Mac? Yeah, I did know that. In fact, when I was in Paris on Champs-Élysées, I went to a McDonald's and had a Heineken with it. Walking Man Dude, your ski mask comes in handy today. WMD. And since you don't talk in your videos, you can wear your ski mask. You don't have to worry about your voice getting muffled. All these condos here, brand spanking new. Jelly Bean asking if it could be any colder. Yeah, it could be. It was a lot colder this morning. But I think this is the final day of this cold snap. They actually issued an extreme freeze warning for today. Two days ago was the coldest day of the year thus far, and the TTC shit its pants and line 2 went down. 2 days later, an even colder day, and what does the TTC do? They once again shit their pants and line 1 is down, or at least it was down at the start of this recording between, I think, Lawrence West and Sheppard West. Nothing says being on a cold ass day waiting for the TTC like standing on the sidewalk with hundreds of people waiting for a shuttle bus. The Walking Man dude should start selling your ski masks to the public. You need a new gimbal. Well, there's a enterprising idea. There's a mountain equipment co-op. My nose is starting to feel frozen. Oh well. There was a mini documentary on YouTube posted way back when called Finding Bessarion. And it was about this subway station here. At the time, I think it was the least used in the city. But since that video went up, condos have gone up. You can see all the condos off in the distance. All the condos behind it, this massive residential community popping up. It was a case of if you build it, they will come. Well, if you build a stop sign, will they stop? Apparently not. Everyone just roars right through it. Here's a name that rolls off the tongue. This is Ethan what? Lane. We just call it E-Lane? Elaine. That's nuts. P. Ward remembers when my videos were also silent. Rohit says, please go to downtown Toronto. I'm in downtown Toronto for the majority of my streams. I made a conscious decision not to go downtown Toronto today. JG says, please bring back the comment section. The comment section where? There's comments on my videos. Bessarion Station. I think the S is actually pronounced more like a Z. Bessarion. Turning traffic must yield to pedestrians. No shit. Why is that sign even necessary? We are in North York, which is part of Toronto. That looks like it used to be a gas station over there. Tim T. Hi Johnny, it's your boy Tim T, just drinking an ice cold Zevia. Here's a little something. I know you like this number. Take care. $6.99 is a number I'll never complain about. Thank you, Tim T. Drinking the stevia powered sparkling beverages. I had a few of those over the holidays at my brother's house. They're fans. If you want like a orange crush without the sugar. Thank you, Our Toronto. Were you the one who did the video I saw about the Crosstown LRT recently? Something came up on my feed while I was working out and I played it, and it was kind of like a comprehensive update on the failures of that line. It's the North York, in parenthesis, Chinese Baptist Church. Just in case you didn't want to go to a non-Chinese Baptist church. That was a pretty solid video. I love RM Transit and everything Reese has done, but he's such a positive guy. There does need to be voices out there that show the fuck-ups that are going on. Such as the partially built Line 4 stump, which we're walking across here. Making our way towards Yonge. One of the reasons I selfishly wanted to stream today, aside from skipping a video, is minus 12 in the afternoon is a lot more pleasant than minus 12 in the evening. Once that sun starts going down, man, it just feels so much worse. Good afternoon, Jeffrey Wu. Sorry about the sniffling. There's not much I can do about it. Marge says, Vivian was trying to tell you there isn't a comment section on this video. Check it out. Maybe I must have turned those off by accident. Oops. When we get to Bayview Station, I'll take a little break and I'll see if I can flip that back on. That was not intentional. Jeff says New York Apartments coming up on the left. Yeah, the very unfortunate New York Apartments. Originally designed to be much, much taller. But NIMBYs came fighting with their battle axes and they ended up being these squat little disproportionate looking ugly buildings. They would have looked much better if they were built as planned. I remember that debacle when it was unfolding. It was extremely unfortunate. Like, really, who cares? They're buildings along the 401. Why do you care how tall they are? Murfield, you should be able to leave comments now. I'll see if I can re-enable that. We'll get up to Bayview Station and I'll take a peek. Bayview Village Shopping Mall is across the street. It's kind of a small upscale mall. It's not a very well-known one. Fairview Mall, a major mall, is a few stops in the other direction. There's those New York towers, or North York towers, New York inspired. Greetings, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in. What is that all about? I should just call that number and be like, I saw your message, but I didn't understand it. I was too lazy to pull out Google Translate. Dentist? Sky Dental? It's an Italian restaurant. Bon Italia. Action Kid laughing at the idea of the New York towers. One of them was modeled after the Chrysler building. But then they had a whole bunch of stories lopped off their height. And they ended up looking ridiculous. We think the idea was North York, New York, NY. This plan's for a 14-story building right where that house is. There you can see some of those NY towers. Battery percentage, 69. Nice. And there's a condo coming up shaped like a cruise ship as we look over at Bayview Village. All right, I'm gonna pop into the station for a second and see if I can get that comment section to appear. This is Bayview Avenue coming up. Whew, that wind just picked up. We're gonna go inside for a very brief reprieve. Let's see if I can fix this. I'll try to get you a view out the window while I do that. Stay phone. There we go. Can I bring the comment section back to life? YouTube Studio. Show more. Giving fundraising comments. It says comments on. Choose if and you want to show comments. Comments on. Moderation. Basic. Are you sure there's no comments on the video? Let me pull it up. Maybe the comments don't show till after now. That's interesting. I have comments activated. Oh well. You can see right there. Comments and settings. Comments on. Interesting. Well, we investigated. Time to go back outside. Sorry about that. Okay, got my gloves. Michelle says you're seeing the... Well, who made me go out there and said the comments weren't working? YouTube tells me they're working. Action Kid says, yeah, I don't see any way to leave comments. Maybe it's a new thing. Well, I guess we'll have to see, right? That's odd. There's plans for 2 45 and 55-story towers on this lot. There you can see that Chrysler building inspired stump straight ahead. I've always thought it looked ridiculous in its current form. But imagine 45 and 55-story towers going up right here at Bayview and Sheppard. There is Yonge and Sheppard off in the distance. It's good to see you here, Mr. Action Kid. Or should I say Action Ken? 11.5 months ago or so, we met in Bangkok. Right on Soi 13. No, we met on Soi 11 in front of a 7-Eleven. And then we went for a Canadian breakfast at a pancake restaurant owned by Canadians. Nothing says flying halfway around the world from Toronto to Bangkok and going for some Canadian pancakes as soon as you land. There's look south down Bayview. Gas prices $1.56.9. Matt Bross says $1.56.9 a liter. Holy smokes, is that good or bad? There's that Cruise ship. Stephen Collins says not very cold in Toronto, colder in Ottawa. Just because it's colder in Ottawa doesn't mean it's not very cold here. What next? Are you gonna tell me your dad can beat up my dad? Like, it is still friggin' cold, folks. Stay warm and don't go outside if you don't have to. Minus 22 with the wind chill. Unless you're in like Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia. This is absolutely cold. Matt Bross says on the high side. Action Kid says when you were in Quebec in December, it was -7. You went to Montreal and Quebec City, right? Speaking of which, I was on Reddit on my way up, and apparently Amazon in Quebec unionized one of their warehouses, or the Amazon employees unionized one of their warehouses. So Amazon decided to close all of their warehouses in Quebec. Message sent loud and clear to all the Amazon employees across North America. You will pee in your Coke bottles and you will not complain. In other words, how dare you defy us cracking the whip? Dentistry, Smile Avenue. It's kind of curious, on a street where a block away we have 55-story towers proposed. There's little homes like this. Most of these are businesses. Massage therapy clinic. Nancy B. Lee, CPA. Arn, $11.99. Hi, Johnny. Take a hot drink. Arn, thank you so much. I will 100% be getting a hot drink after this. Kingsville. We are heading towards Willowdale. Park Law Office. Rain Spa and Salon. Cowboy Fitness. Robert Armstrong. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought you'd be up here on Sheppard protesting these bike lanes, trying to rip them out. How dare we improve and move forward as a society when we can go ass backwards? But thank you, Robert, for your support. Mike Landry says, it is -31 where you are with the wind chill. That is nuts. You got 9 degrees on us, sir. That's like as close to one of those like US style mega churches you will see in this area. The People's Church, Welcome Jesus. Where the pastor probably wears fine linens and flies around on private jets. Greetings, Wilson. Ryan's done his first exam of 4. Hope it went well. Every once in a while I say something like that, then I get a few emails from people complaining. I almost make comments like that just to get a good laugh when I open up my email box when I get home. Sorry, not sorry. Sam S says, have the $200 bribes from Doug been delivered yet? I already donated my $200 bribe to Cycle Toronto, even though I haven't got it yet. But maybe I'll just donate it again. Rosy coffee. It is dead out here. Not many people on the roads, period. Your $200 bribe by check that probably cost $300 to administer. Imagine sending out paper checks in 2025. Solar Cane, $5. This from myself and my missus for hot chocolate. Stay warm. Solar Cane, thank you so much for the fiver. Definitely appreciated. What I'm going to do after this live stream is pop into a place to do just that. Grab a lunch and a warm beverage. I'm heading towards an excellent area for Asian food. There might be a ramen or a beef noodle soup in my very near future. And since I'm up here, maybe I'll do another North York video. Or maybe I'll just go home. TTC boys, thank you. I appreciate it too, Robert. There's nothing worse than someone who disagrees with you who can't stay in the same room as you. Well, on most things. Ultrasound, X-ray, and cardiovascular, family doctor and walk-in clinic. Glad you enjoy it, John. I was going to come here for Monday's live stream, but decided to go downtown instead. In my mind, I was either going to come here or go for a walk down Christie Street. Hey, there's a Cybertruck. I'm glad I chose coming up here. Man, props to that utility guy up there and everyone on the ground. Whatever they're making today to do their job, it is not enough. Keeping the power grid up and running. And this weather, working with their hands. Where are we at? We are just approaching Willowdale Avenue. Probably 10-15 away from Yonge Street. Math Doctor says Cybertrucks are banned in the UK. Well, that's probably for the better based on what I've seen and heard about them. Purrs of Ontario, are there any good cheap restaurants near the show? On Bremner, there's some decently affordable places, but the word cheap and Toronto don't really go hand in hand. I'm not sure if I'm going to the auto show this year or not. Oh, sidewalk closed. We got to cross. The person who invited me the last 2 years is no longer working there, or they're no longer contracting through them. So I applied for a media pass, and I'm waiting their response as we look north up Willowdale. John says your favorite walks are Leslieville and the beaches. I might be going that way in a few days. I'm thinking of doing the Glen Stewart Ravine. I might do Main Street down to Kingston Road, then the Glen Stewart Ravine down to the lake. And then maybe another live stream, or maybe a beaches neighborhood walk. So that could be 3 videos. Bureau Hair Studio. Christo says I'm heading to Yonge and Finch, Koreatown. Koreatown is Bathurst and Christie. You'll sometimes hear people call this like Koreatown North, or the second Koreatown, but it's got just as much other Asian cuisine as Korean. I definitely just call it North York or Willowdale. All right, Clayton Crawford, you must return to your writing. It's been a blast. It's been a polar blast. We're walking directly into the wind now. I'm sure my cheeks have completely frozen over. As I struggle to operate my new gimbal, which overall I'm impressed with. I'm able to use my wireless mic receiver with it, which means you guys don't have to listen to that annoying sound of wind blowing into the mic. Fred says, you're so close to me. You want to pick up a passport at Service Canada at Sheppard and Yonge? I always go to the Victoria office, Victoria Street downtown, when it's passport time. Speaking of which, I'm going away soon, and as soon as I come back, I'm going to apply for a new passport. And I'm going to buy some more tickets to go away again. Gonna do a smallish trip very soon, and then another big 2-3 week one somewhere far away. maybe around April. Okay, I'm asking, do I have my heated gloves on? Yeah, I've got the heated glove on the right hand that holds the gimbal. On the left hand, just a regular glove. Ken doesn't have a passport? I got the 10-year passport last time, and I've almost filled up every page of it. It's just page to page full of stamps and visas. It's going to be hard to top this one. Hopefully they just like poke a hole in it or cut the corner off like my previous one and I can keep it. Not really one for keepsakes, but kind of like thumbing through an old passport and seeing where and when I went to places. This is Kenneth Avenue, named after Ken Continuum or Action Ken or some other Kenneth. A person recommended Uzbekistan earlier on. We'll see if I can get there affordably with one connection at most. Uh-oh. I just dropped my phone. When I get in a plane and go somewhere, I'm not a fan of making more than one connection. Perfection Cosmetic Clinic. Train with top instructors at the Russian Ballet School. That makes me reach for my back in pain just looking at that picture. All right, we are nearing the promised land, Yonge and Sheppard. I was about to play a game of chicken with that guy walking on the left of the sidewalk. Had my shoulder braced and everything. But huge thanks to all 660 plus of you watching. Friendly reminders to like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I go live next. I'm thinking I might do a home stream maybe on Friday night. And then maybe we'll go out and stream Saturday evening in the wild. Dr. Islam asks, do we have jobs for overseas doctors? This is not the place to be inquiring about that. I often get emails from people asking me if I can help them come to Canada. It's like, oh yeah, sure. I have some secret abilities that you can't find anywhere else. Swiss Chocolate says, watching from your house under your thick duvet. Leandro Hippolito, you on the coldest, me in Sao Paulo on the hottest. Thank you so much, Leandro. So you're having one of your hottest days of the year while we're having our coldest day? That's a boot right, eh? Thank you, Leandro. And it was about a year ago I did a walk down Doris Avenue. I posted it while I was on my way to Thailand, I think. I think exactly a year ago, I was in Punta Cana in the Dominican. I came back, and a few days later, I was back out the door. Johnny, the secret agent. Prince Xavier's watching from the McDonald's at Yonge and Sheppard. That's not too far, eh?
But like,
There's What a Bagel. It's part of the Young Shepherd Center on the right. How long have we been going for? An hour and 14 seconds exactly. We've still got 30% battery left. There's the Young Shepherd Center, A. Shoppers Drug Mart. There's a Longo's. There's a Farm Boy across the street. They got their expensive grocery stores covered in this area. Andrew says air conditioning all day and all night. Well, we're approaching a fairly busy intersection. I wonder if the subway is running now between Sheppard West and Lawrence West. Beware of snow and ice falling from the roof. The roof is on fire. We don't need your water. Let the mother effer burn. There's a classic tune for you. As we look south down Yonge Street. I might pop inside for a quick second here. One second. I don't want to stand in anyone's way. There's the guy there on the bench. Oh. Hello. Do you want to be on stream?
no, it's okay.
You sure? Were you at McDonald's?
Oh, from the dollar store there.
Oh, here, let me just put this down. Oh, it's freezing. All right, thank you so much. Can I ask your name?
Sam Ronald.
Oh, Sam Ronald. Well, nice to meet you. Stay warm. Whew. Cheers. Very friendly guy. Also freezing. My Kleenex here has frozen. Okay. Charlie Bean says cold. Yeah, it is cold. It's freezing. But we're gonna head back outside in a moment. man. It is cold. Look at my cheeks. Oh, well, we've warmed up sufficiently, I think. Oh, hi. How's it going? I was just about to head outside.
Really just watching you on stream.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm surprised you're out here doing this.
It's my job. I signed up. Was there like a robbery or something? There's a bunch of cops in front of that jewelry store. There's a bunch of cops outside.
Yeah, there's like 4 cops that just found the shoe right in front of the bank. So.
You want to be on stream for a second? All right. It's Prince, right?
Yes, Prince Xavier. Hey guys.
We've been second person to track me down here. It's Prince Xavier. Carolyn says, please don't get frostbite. I'm trying not to. Well, I'm going to head back outside.
All right, it's good to see you.
You're wearing a Canada Goose, smart man. You need it today. Cheers. Josephine says I need to moisturize my cheeks. I'll put some of the old snail mucin on when I get home. No, I will not be attending the Cactus Club upstairs. As we go north in North York, up Yonge Street. There's some cop cars. Maybe we'll go up to Mel Lastman Square. We can check out if there's any ice skating going on. Ooh, pho mein, Vietnamese cuisine. That would hit the spot today. Pho mein, pho mein. Chef Mario cooks, I remember. We've got 2 very friendly viewers. One of them requested not to be on the video, but he handed me over a nice little super chat. Thank you to him. Tina Unger says I should go to Empress Walk. We're heading up that way. Eh? My plan was just to walk along Sheppard West or Sheppard East, but you can do a little bit of Willowdale. You're watching me from Zimbabwe. George Pop says, good evening from an almost hot Greece. Ooh, that looks good. Burger and fries, $12.99. Hey, here's a guy in shorts. Cuckoo. Galleria supermarket across the street. Can't go wrong with a bowl of hot noodles, says Math Doctor. Do I provide help on immigration? No, I do not. Please stop asking. Why would a guy who walks around with a camera jib-jabbing know a damn thing about immigration? Well, at least we see a lot more pedestrian activity up here. Hey, there's a Chipotle across the street. I had Chipotle for dinner last night. Oh, there's some weird artwork in front of that building that went up behind us. That's interesting. To say the least. Yeah, we're gonna cross the street up here. That lady was wearing electric gloves. Hey, there's the Cybertruck in matte black. Fresh Burger. You could just walk around and find a restaurant with like a daily lunch special in the sign or in front. Will there be people skating at Mel Lastman Square, the former North York City Hall area? Toronto District School Board. Cam says, do they make heated boots? I don't think that's really all that necessary. I'm just wearing merino wool socks and these boots. And my feet are actually kind of toasty. Let's get some of that crunching snow ASMR vibes going on. Apparently these stairs are forbidden. There's exactly one guy on the ice. Now there's two guys on the ice. All right, Operation Find Lunch has commenced. Now that there's Wendy's all over the city, I don't really feel the need to go to this Wendy's, as I chose to take the slipperiest route possible. It was much nicer walking on the snow. This is where I was a year ago, just over a year ago, when the channel hit 100,000 subscribers. I remember someone super chatted me a Starbucks right there. And it was like just a block south of here when we hit 100K. Where were you when the channel hit that milestone? But what I think I'm going to do is look for a place that has like a lunch special sign on the sidewalk that's enticing. Although Wendy's over there, they got a $2.69 sandwich. How do you say no to that? Although I see a Kintan ramen up there. I'm going to pull over here to the side of the road for a second. This gimbal I'm using has a party trick. I can plug it directly into my DJI audio receiver to give it some power. Let's see if I can do that with one hand. There we go. Now the gimbal via the DJI Mic Mini receiver is charging my phone. As I struggle to put my heated glove back on. Sorry for the janky camera work. Man, this is a lot harder. Whoop. I just turned the gimbal off. There we go. Mission accomplished. Pull over to the side of the road. Johnny thinks he's driving. Well, I think it's rude to just stop in the middle of the sidewalk. Without a care in the world for who might be directly behind you or whose way you're in. So yeah, pull over to the side. That's the right thing to do. Cam says buy some Wendy's and sneak into the Cineplex to see a movie. I'm hoping one of these restaurants has a good deal. Lisa says still going, eh? Why wouldn't we still be going, eh? The new gimbal I bought, the Insta Flow 2 Pro. What a weird name. Is amazing. Toronto says, where's my next flight destination? You'll have to wait and see on the channel. But it is booked and paid for. And then the moment I'm back, I'm applying for a new passport and we'll be booking the next trip. The next trip will be a multi-country, multi-city destination. Whether it's new places or places I've been, I don't know. Then maybe I'll go back to Europe again, as I usually do around summer. Kinton ramen. Let's see, do you have a good deal for lunch? Burnt shoyu, $18.99. That wasn't enough to entice me. You gotta do better than that. Shawarma. Chicken on rocks, $9.99. That looks good. I feel like we could walk a little bit more though. There's an 88 Pho restaurant right up here. I remember going to the original one down in, or over in Mississauga. Special pho. Hey, let's keep moving. It's such a nice day to be out walking. It would be a shame to end the stream so early. Dalgundae Korean barbecue. So we're heading north up Yonge Street. But if I don't find something to eat by the time we get to Finch, we'll probably wrap it up at Finch. Which will be less than 10 minutes away, I would think. When in doubt, says pho, says Christos. Hard to go wrong with beef noodle soup. Ooh, there's an Ajisan ramen here. There's a new one in, or at Yonge and Eglinton. Japanese noodle house. I see the sign. Oh, there it is. I was like, I see the sign. I don't know where it is. There used to be a struck tube in there. It's not uncommon to see like supercars parked in front of this rice noodle place. Hey, there is a cyber truck there though. It's kind of the opposite of a supercar if you think about it. The dumbest things man has ever created. Noodle Legend. You have Bento King Buffet Club over there. Chat Bar. The Owl of Minerva. St. Louis Bar and Grill. This or that. Machi Machi. The Owl of Minerva. Get some gamjatang over there. Bauhaus. We've arrived at Church Avenue. Oops. I did not know if I pressed the button like that 3 times it would flip around. There you go, learn something new every day. All the controls are inverse. Down is up is down, left is right. Isn't it how fighter pilots have to control things? Lucky Donkatsu. I went to the Mr. Donkatsu restaurant. It's a Japanese style pork cutlet restaurant. I went to the one on Yonge Street the other day. It was fantastic. Charlie's Tea. Milk tea. Ooh, that wind is brutal. John Anderson. There used to be a John Anderson's diner up ahead, just north of Yonge and Finch. I think their original location on Dundas Street West in Mississauga is still there. I grew up just a few minutes, or I lived in a house a few minutes from that Mississauga location back when I was in kindergarten. That would have been like 1985. And later as an adult, when I was working at the North American Center straight ahead, I discovered there was another John Anderson. I'd go there for lunch sometimes, but sadly it closed down. Yongrong hot dog. My first ever full day in Korea. I had a Korean hot dog on a stick at Myeongdong. Actually, it was Dongdaemun, but I went to both that day. Yuan Chinese cuisine. How to eat, get a bowl, get ingredients, get a drink. Alright, this is the last real stretch of restaurants. Let's see if we can find one to go to. Hey, they got a Miss Fu in Chengdu here. Angus Pho House. Oh, I think we might have our winner. Green sign. Angus Pho House, you might be the winner. Korean and Chinese restaurant. Magic noodle. Taiwanese style railway bento box. Grandpa Thai. Fried bao. Oh, that's like an arcade bar. Cola Pet. There's O-Bar, they changed their sign. Asahi beer, 10 ounce, $5. Infused hot sake, 12 ounce, $18. I'm shopping for noodles like I'm buying a car. There's Goal's Lanzhou noodle. There's Hot Pot. I think it's more of a ramen or pho kind of day than Hot Pot. Good luck, Hong Kong Cafe. Hazelnut says ramen, pho, pad thai. The Holy Trinity. Kalami baby. Dear Saigon, Vietnamese noodle bar. I have never been. Grand opening. Well, we've made it to Yonge and Finch. There happens to be a Vietnamese noodle restaurant at Yonge and Finch. I think the stars have sufficiently aligned. I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm gonna cross the street here. And the stream hit the hour and 30 mark. So on that note, I want to thank everyone who tuned in. I want to thank our mods. Mike Larry, thank you for 20 gifted channel memberships. I want to thank everyone who sent support. The 2 viewers who dropped in and said hi at the Young Shepherd Center. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I go live next. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. The super thanks button is down below if you wish to say thanks that way. If the comments ever do turn on, I'm not sure why they're not on. It says so in YouTube Studio that they're on. I'm going to go over to Dear Saigon. But huge thanks to everyone. I hope you stay warm. I hope you stay safe. I'll have a video premiering tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. EST on the channel. Oh my. House Faux, 1670 on Wednesday. I think that's it. Again, huge thank you, everyone. I'm gonna start to put my stuff away and see how good this Deer Saigon Vietnamese noodle bar place is. All right, so I'm gonna cue the ending credits in a second. Thank you very much. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next one. Yoink.